Welcome in, Cancer. Guess what I gotta do? You're reading over. My microphone is not crossed off. My light is on my microphone. You should be able to hear me loud and clear. I can't imitate the reading I already did. I can't bring it back, but I can use the same cards I started with. So, again, all my readings are timeless, free, and for entertainment purposes only. My donation information is in my description boxes, as well as my emails to request readings, Reiki sessions, or any kind of jewelry needs for the holidays coming. I also have gift certificates available to purchase under the business name Haven Jewels, of course. And I am Intuitive Niche, and here we are. You have free will and final say at the end of the day. Let's do your reading again. See where the energies are today with the same deck. I did not have time to sit down and scroll through it and see which cards came out and try to see where we were at there. I'm just going to start fresh. Today is a whole nother day, and it's a whole nother bunch of energies, but Cancer, I wanted to make sure you got your reading. All right. Universe, please and thank you. Please help me to realign the reading for the Cancer Collective for this week with Oracle cards on YouTube. I also did your reading over on TikTok with a live the other day, so I am pretty much caught up, other than the last few I have to do for YouTube here, and then we will start all over again. My reading days will probably change. I'm going to end up having Tuesdays and Wednesdays off of my job for now. Yeah, it's retail, so I figured I'd get stuck on weekends for a little while until I move back up the food chain ladder again. For now, I'm just going to hunker down and do what I got to do. All right, Cancer. The first card out, your first ancestor coming in, is tracking the hunter. Someone in your life was a hunter, or someone maybe passed over. Maybe it's somebody special you were new with, friends with, maybe a partner or spouse, somebody who passed. This is your ancestor, a hunter. Okay? Tracking is what this card is about. We also have nurturing, the mother card. So somebody representing a mom or a mother figure, either yourself or someone in your life, Cancer. And that card was out in the first reading, so it's good to see that that does come back around. And boundless, celestial. So this is about your spirit guides in general and the protection that you are surrounded by at this time. I was just realizing that we were going to celebrate another 9/9 portal this month just because of how the numbers add up. So on September 9th, 2025, which adds up to 9, 2, 2, and 4, and 4 and 5, that's 9. So we had the 9/9 portal on the 9th. And now on September 27th, we will also have the 999 portal. So twice this month, which is amazing and very rare. So the veil is still very thin in connecting to your ancestors, and that's probably why we got this celestial card and it says boundless on it, okay? That means that you can connect, Cancer, any time you want, and you just don't realize that you can. So somebody has been tracking you, trying to find you and connect to you and send you messages. One of them is a mother figure to you, or you are the mother figure to the child in this card, or something to that connection, but you are connected very closely to somebody on the other side, maybe somebody who just passed not too long ago, and your protection is boundless. So anything you want, basically, you can have, because you can manifest it anytime you want. You just don't realize the power that you have, Cancer. And so we now also have the flow of water. Water's about your emotions, your heart, So somebody you were connected to could be a Pisces, a Scorpio. Um, I always forget the third. It's like forgetting one of the seven dwarfs. You know what I mean? And then I remember, oops, yeah, that's right. But because of how my mind works, I want to say it's either a Pisces or a Scorpio that you were connected to. Um, Trying to help you keep the flow smooth in your life going forward as you keep and stay connected to your ancestors and your spirit guides, that your spiritual side is very much intact and you are growing in that side of you. And I know that a lot of people don't really have the belief of some of the things that some of us do as empaths and mediums and psychics. Um, but you do have much more connection than you realize. So know that going forward, you do have a mother figure or a child. Your spirit guides, your ancestors are surrounding you in protection, and somebody that is either a Scorpio or a Pisces or was a Scorpio Pisces in your life. Maybe it's even you with Scorpio or Pisces in your chart someplace, okay? So just be mindful of yourself and your own emotions, okay? Animal instinct. So animals crossed over that you love, that you were connected to, they are also there surrounding you and protecting you as well. And telling you basically to follow your damn instincts, okay? Alright, Cancer. I know that this card's important for a couple of Cancers that I know who actually did just lose pets in the last couple of weeks. So I do send love, light, and healing to you as well. I don't know if you'll ever see this video, but just know that I am sending prayers of healing. And to my dear Abby, my sweet Abby girl. She is the last one left, I know. Don't worry, Papa Bear. Master Ancestor DNA. We'll pull a book on this one, okay? So I can help you to understand. It's hard sometimes for me to connect the dots with the ancestor cards and the connection, but Cancer, you have so much family and friends, and I know that as we all get older, we all have more people on the other side than we do on this side, but know that they're not really gone, and you really need to understand that they're just not of the earth anymore. They are still very much a part of you, your life, and your future. And this week, you should really consider trying to just ground yourself to the earth, connect in a different way to the divine. I know it's hard to do. People think that if they have a drink or if they have this or that, it's going to help them connect. That isn't what does it, okay? You have to stay clear and connected by nature, by heavens, by water, by the very signs, earth, air, fire, and sea. Okay, you need those things to help you connect and hear the messages that are being sent. And I'm just trying to look this card up here so I can read it to you. The Master DNA, Master Ancestor DNA, which I still can't find the damn thing. So oh, there it is, right there. Okay. All right. Adaption. That's what it's really about, adaption. Okay. DNA, the cosmic serpent, is the ancestor for all living organisms. While this may require you to stretch your imagination, evidence for our shared ancestry is embedded in the genetic code, where similarities abound with all other organisms. Even in more complex organisms, there are basic genetic structures that govern functions passed along over billions of years. Throughout history, DNA collectives continuously evolved into innumerable forms that had what was required to live cooperatively with the environmental and ecological conditions of the planet during a given era. DNA is also called the blueprint of life, as it contains instructions for an organism to grow, develop, survive, and reproduce. While you cannot change the structure of your DNA, the contemporary science of epigenetics is demonstrating that there are ways to modify how genes express. Though it was once considered so, your DNA is not fate or destiny. Contemplate this. You are a product of billions of years of evolution that required life to go through countless adaptations and physical manifestations before arriving as the one reading these words. Consider how miraculous that is, and how deeply and profoundly connected you are to the vast web of life, past and present. Consider all that it took to create this conscious being called you, as well as the countless adaptations you have had to make to get to this point in your life. Drawing this card indicates it is a critical and powerful period in your life, a healing passage where you will have to confront several challenges that will require you to draw upon your remarkable and well-earned abilities to adapt to whatever life presents. Trust the messages you receive from the ancestors, as they will indicate what action or non-action is required to meet those challenges. You will come to know in your heart of hearts that they are constantly with you, whether you're aware of their presence or not. The result of meeting these challenges with grace and courage will strengthen your relationships with Spirit. And I've come to believe that as we get older, we lose more people and we stay connected to them and we don't realize it. We are so connected to our ancestors who are no longer in the human skin that every now and then you get a cold chill down your back like I just did, or you get chills on the top of your head, or something to that effect. Now I'm sitting in here, I got a fan on, and I got all my candles lit, as you can probably see some of them in the back there, and I am trying to connect to your ancestors, Cancer, to help you understand that you are part of the master ancestor DNA. And the older we get, you are still the master of your own being. And you need to know how to connect. Close your eyes. Close off the world. Stop thinking. Thinking gets us in trouble. We allow our ego to start getting in there, and we're all in trouble. Okay? Just don't think. Sit out in the field. You're not an artist, right? Maybe you are. Maybe somebody in your family was. But did you ever think about just sitting down like this? I don't know how to draw or paint to save my life without, numbers and pictures to help me do it. But I would certainly try to do this. Yeah. Just because I can feel the relaxation in that picture. The creativity is inspiring her at this point, right? So, what are you an artist of? Okay? You can be an artist of the divine. You can be an artist of other things, like building jewelry, buildings, an architect, a dancer. Yeah. Movement. It's important to keep moving. I went back to a job where I wasn't sitting, so I can move. It's not necessarily where I wanted to be, but it's where I need to be right now, because I can't sit for long periods of time with my back situation. So moving is much better and promotes. I got spinal stenosis and some cysts, and I got a benign tumor in the middle of one of my discs, bulging disc. I have something else disc that's I can't even explain the words, but I didn't know. I thought it was my leg. It still feels like it's my leg, but sometimes it's my other leg. So maybe it is from my back, okay? But I have to do what I have to do for me so I can keep moving. Right? I can't sit down and not and then be stiff and get sore and be considered disabled when I'm not. But different jobs will make you disabled if you keep doing them. So I'll keep moving till I can't. Okay, that's what we do. Anyways, breathe. One day at a time, Cancer. You got some grieving to do. I know you're feeling sad this week. There's some things you've had to let go. Your ancestors are surrounding you, though, like I said, boundlessly, loved and protected, especially a mother figure. Animals that have passed over. You are basically the patriarch or the matriarch of your family right now. And sometimes it's a very lonely thing, isn't it? When I sit down and I think about it, my mom's gone, my sister's gone. We were the three musketeers. My dad, who was pretty much a piece of shit in my life, he's gone too. So I'm the only one left. I'm the only one left. And I guess I was the warrior, right? Boundaries. This card did come up in your reading last time. That didn't have sound to it. So boundaries are very important. And your ancestors want you to know that you need to start realizing, Cancer, who is and who is not for your highest good, and what you need to do to set boundaries in place so people don't walk all over you, and so that you can live your life to the fullest extent and find some peace and joy and happiness that you deserve to have. Most of our friends and our people in our lives are either passed or sickly. We find ourselves hanging out with people who can't do half of what we can at this stage in our game, right? And so I don't want to stop doing what I can do right now to not be able to do anything, because if I sit down and I sit at a job at a desk or driving like I was doing, it's not going to be good. And it's just going to create more injury on top of the injuries, and I can't do that. But I also know the other side of that. If I do too much physically, I could have different results. So I have to find a balance, and that's what you need to do. Earth card for you, Cancer. Yes, the Earth card. We're talking about grounding, right, Cancer? Life giver. This is where your energy comes from. If we feed the earth feeds us, right? Let's try to remember that. It's not always about money and material possessions, even though the earth is your pinnacles, it's your basics, it's your connection to everything, including your heart. So remember to get yourself grounded and connected. Connect to the point where you are able to sit with some meditation music on and just feeling the vibration from your ancestors, so you know you're protected. And at some point, maybe even while you're dreaming, they'll come to you and talk to you. They'll talk to you. They definitely will. And they probably have. And you may or may not remember it. But it did put a difference in a day that it happened. If you dreamt about family that's gone, and maybe they hugged you in your dream. I could use one of those myself. But just know deep inside, Cancer, that all that you are going through, sing a song. What artist are you? What is your specialty? Do it. Do it anyway. Maybe we're not great, right? We could be an artist, right? We could be a singer, a different kind of artist. We could be a dancer. I like to dance. We have the air signs, the earth signs, the animals that we are connected to, and the water. So all of your earth, air, fire, sea is here. The things in your life that you enjoy, singing, art, some kind of artist, doesn't have to be painting, but an artist of some sort. earth, grounding and protecting and building your financial wealth, and knowing that you are so protected. So this week, what I need you to do is just get grounded. Just step forward one step at a time, knowing that your animals loved you and they're always waiting for you. Your family that is gone, whoever the warrior was in your life, is trying to send you the energy of the warrior to keep you going. Mother figure. Okay? Don't give up now. Even if you are mourning some kind of loss, Cancer, because it is going to get better. You are going to heal and sing another day in your world. Artists, whatever you build or do for a living or for fun, hobbies, keep going. Keep letting it build you up. Get out there and socialize, connect with people, as well as the earth. Okay? You are the magician in your life, but who is the ancestor that was the magician, conjuring up your dreams? A father figure is also you. And maybe this is you, the musician, another form of artist, right? And again, telling you to get grounded. All right, Cancer. A few of those cards did come back out from your first reading that had no sound. Sending love, light, healing, and hugs to all those who may be mourning a loss or grieving, feeling sad this week. But know that it's going to be okay and that the universe has your back. And that your ancestors are right there, hugging you and holding you and loving you every step of the way. Don't give up. Just keep moving forward, okay? Like, share, and subscribe here to me on Intuitive Niche. If you are not or are on TikTok, I am also over there under Intuitive Niche. I did all of my readings over there with tarot cards this week, so feel free to like, share, subscribe, donate, request jewelry or gifts, a gift certificate for anything that I provide service-wise, okay? Please have a great week. Don't let the sadness take over everything. Remember to get out there and enjoy the color changes and the beauty and still some of the nice warm days that we're going to end up losing soon before winter gets here. Have a great week, Cancer. Love and light.